little slice of my sewing time where I don't have to worry and I don't have to like, this sounds crazy, but I don't fully have to use my brain, right? Like I literally am pulling it. The most brain activity that I am using at that point is making sure that I'm matching and I'm using my code and like, this is fabric A, this is fabric B, this is fabric C. That's it. Once that's all organized and laid out and I'm following the clues, I am just mindlessly sewing at that point. And while I'm doing that, I'm accomplishing something that I haven't accomplished in any other block of the month program, right?
You will get addicted to them. I can't stop doing the puzzle mystery quilts. They are just so much fun. Even if I wasn't an ambassador, I would be jumping in and working on these because they're so easy. You just have to spend a little bit of time. The no cutting part, I know I think every single ambassador in the preview, I think somebody talked about not cutting. Every single ambassador talks about the not cutting part, but it is so much nicer to just sit and sew.
This thing report. Oh, there. Hi everyone, it's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. I am stranded in the woods still. I've been out here since the reveal of Tree of Life over there. I need your help because the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt Flyaway is coming up very soon and I need you to pick my colorway for me because I don't have enough cell signal out here to do that. So I'm putting a lot of trust and faith into you. I need your help to help me pick my colorway, and I won't know what colorway y'all pick for me until I get the package. So it's a lot of trust, but I trust y'all. I trust y'all to do the right thing. Help me pick my colorway and get it ordered so that way I don't miss out on Flyway, the puzzle mystery quilt for the spring puzzle mystery quilt for 2025. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So here are the colorways that you can choose from. Okay, now that you know what the colorways are, go over to the link. There's a link down in the description of this video. Make sure to go to that link, head over to the Cotton Cuts website, tell Cotton Cuts which colorway to send me. And the best part is, when you do that, Cotton Cuts is gonna be doing a giveaway for a free small quilt. But the thing is, it will be the same colorway as mine. So you won't know what colorway you're getting until you get the package. Just like me, I won't know what colorway I'm getting until I open that package. So it's kind of cool that you're getting a small puzzle mystery quilt, but you won't know what colorway it is. But head over to Cotton Cuts, do the things today. Do it now, just don't wait, just do it now. Help me figure out which colorway I'm gonna be doing. And at some point I gotta figure out how to get home. All right, thanks everyone. Go do it right now. Click that link. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait for Flyway to get started.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning. It is Thursday. It is 9:30. We are coming to you guys live. I know we had a relatively long intro this morning. That's because we wanted to give Ian some love, but we are definitely live. I am here to answer just a berserker amount of questions, guys. It has been a crazy morning at Team Cotton Cuts already. And so we're going to talk about all of the things that are going on. That is on our agenda for today. So first, we're going to start like we always do. Are we going to hear a plane today? It's interesting. We haven't heard any planes yet today. So I'll be interested to see if we take a big number or a low number. It'll be just fun. There's nothing other than fun for that. I would say 0 planes is probably on today's list, but I've been proven wrong before. All right. So I hope it's nice and warm where you are. It was 17 degrees this morning in St. Louis when we got up, and inside the shop, it was roughly 53 degrees. So we had to crank that heater on so I could actually be out of the jacket today. Kathy, we'll come back to ordering the border kit. So the border kits are all on the website now. It's a separate listing. You should be able to pop on over and get yours ordered as well. Okay, we're going to start as we do every live with questions that have been submitted by you guys. These are plunked down when I sit down. And so I see them for the first time when I'm here, and we will all be surprised. Maybe we'll all learn something new. Okay, so the first question comes to us from Heather Martinez from Boise, Idaho. Thanks so much for the question, Heather. Heather asks, do you have any recommendations for sewing machine needles when working with Tim Holtz fabric? Okay, so I am probably the wrong person to ask on this. So I'm going to push this back to you guys. I use the same needles and everything when it comes to my quilting projects. I am not a quilting chrome needles. I usually use an 80/20 needle. I use the standard everyday quilting needle. I am not a special needle, special project person, but perhaps there is someone who might have a better suggestion than that. So if you have a lot more knowledge than I do about needles, and you have a preferred needle to sew with the Tim Holtz fabrics, I would say I've done sewing with these Tim Holtz fabrics. They're pretty akin to a lot of the designer fabrics that are out there. I would not say they're a tighter weave or a looser weave. Me, more than needle size and needle type, I am a bigger fan of a sharper needle whenever I start a new project. And so for me, my recommendation would be whenever you're starting a new project to always change your needle. I'm going to go back to my medical device days. I used to do a whole bunch of hypodermic needle development. Sharp needles are definitely the way to go, guys. You don't want to use one needle too frequently because they can develop burrs, which will actually tear and cut your fabric. So my suggestion is use a sharper needle. Let's see here, Heather. It looks like some folks are putting in comments. Schmetz Microtex 9014 for everything. Yeah, I'm a Schmetz needle person, Janet. I'm definitely using the Schmetz. I am an 80/20. And so, yeah, I think it really just comes down to, and it's also sewing machine dependent as well as thread dependent. So if you're still kind of exploring what works with your machine and with your thread, try a couple different types. And then once you find one, that's what I would stick with. I don't think there's anything needed, particularly for the Tim Holtz fabrics. I don't think you need any rounded tip needles. I don't think there's really anything need for something special when it comes to the Tim Holtz fabrics. All right, Heather, be sure to check the show and see what other comments people put out the needles to use. So thank you for the question, Heather. Our next question comes to us from Kelly James from Rochester, New York. Her question is, what are some creative ways to use leftover fabric from a puzzle mystery quilt? Okay, so I feel like this might be a trick question, because one of the benefits of doing the Cotton Cuts puzzle mystery quilt is that you don't have leftover fabric. So in theory, everything is pre-cut. You get exactly what you need. You shouldn't be stashing any fabric. You shouldn't have anything left over. And so, I'm going to take this from if you have leftover oops kits, if you have extras from your border kits, perhaps if you have extras left over from your backing kit. So what can you do with all of those fabrics? And so, ways that I have taken fabric that I have acquired that has been left over is I usually incorporate it into the border. And so I'll add more borders than what the design shows, or I'll actually put it on the back of the quilt. And so those are just different ways to kind of take some of your extra fabrics and move them around in the quilt. So that way they can be used in different places. Let's see here. Is that their quilting type needle? Jana's asking a question. Jana, I don't understand what that means. Is that their quilting type needle? I'm wondering if you're asking about the Schmetz, if it's a quilting type needle or not. I'll let Janet answer that question. Let's see here. Is there a live on YouTube? I can't find it. Sashay is asking if we are live on YouTube. And so I believe we are live right now on YouTube. I will let Paula work on that while we keep going. Okay, so creative ways to use leftover fabric. I would love to see what you guys do. I know that the most common answers are more borders integrated into a creative backing, or perhaps a pillow or an accent piece. I know that with our stitchets, a lot of people get stitchets that coordinate with their puzzle mystery quilt fabric and create a lot of scrappy stitch type projects. So I want to see what you guys say. Let's see. Okay. So Sashay, it appears as though we are supposed to be streaming on YouTube live right now, but it does not look like we are. So what we will do is we'll actually upload this video to YouTube after the show and see what we can do. So I apologize if you're watching this on YouTube. Our intention was for it to be live, and things happen, right? It's these technical challenges. We'll get into what happened this morning with Flyway, and it just, sometimes the systems are our friends and sometimes they are not. So Sasha, I'd suggest if you want to see everything live and have a question, stay with us on Instagram and we'll keep going. Okay, so don't forget, if you're watching us, to make sure to give StreamYard your permission so that way we can see your name. I see everyone that's joining us on Facebook has given us permission. So thank you guys so much. So we can actually talk with you. And don't forget to stay to the end. We have a $25 gift card that we are going to be giving away to our shop. As you hear all the updates, if there's something that you would like, then definitely hang to the end. We'll ask a question. We will do that for 24 hours. So if you are watching this in a delayed format on Instagram, then on YouTube, then you'll definitely have a chance to be entered to win that gift card as well. Good morning, Glennie, 1003 on Instagram. Let's see here. So the topic for today's show is what is happening in the shop as a general update. So normally in our shows, we give the what's shipping this week, what's shipping next week, kind of just a general update. We thought we would take the entire show and give an update on all the things that are going on, because it has been 2 months of a lot of stuff for Team Cotton Cuts. And so there's been things that we can control and there have been things that we can't control. And so our team has been working a lot of time to get everything caught up. So normally, in a normal situation, we can come up with a monthly production schedule. We know when things are coming, we know when things are going, we know how to get everything to be able to fit in a leveled fashion, which is why we have so many ship dates sprinkled throughout the month. And then manufacturers have a strike and fabric is late. And then it is continued to be late because it is put in special inspections. And so when all those things kind of stack together, we are in the situation we are today. And so I was talking to Shelly Stewart. And so Shelly is a longtime Cotton Cut supporter. She's been, she has a lot of memberships with us. I talked to her on the phone last night. And I think we're about 10 days away from you guys having absolutely everything that you've purchased in the past 2 months. And so I feel like in about 10 days, everything will have left here. It will have arrived safely to you. And then we'll be back onto smooth sailing. We have a lot of the fabric here that we need. We have a lot of the things that we need to get back on track. Our team has been working evenings and has been working weekends and putting in extra hours just to kind of keep ahead of all of these uncontrolled things that are happening right now. Thankfully, there's smooth sailing going forward. All right, so I see Tishua is joining us on Instagram. Thank you, Tishua. I talked that we were supposed to be on YouTube. For some reason, that stream is not going, but we will get all caught up there going forward. Okay, so like I said, about 10 days. In 10 days from today, if you've ordered something from us and you paid for it, you should have it. It should be safely in your hands and you can be off and sewing. So what I want to do is kind of go product by product and kind of go through where we are and what is going on and give kind of a state and an update. So the first thing is our Roses Holiday Your Way. And so we have been, it has been a lot of Roses Holiday Your Way. So what we did this year, we added more products to it. We added more people to it. And so it has been an absolute joy and a pleasure to get all of those things out to you guys. And so the first is our notions. This one, we supersized it a little bit. We upgraded a lot of the products that we include in it. And what we're doing is every day I am doing a live unboxing on YouTube. And so that way you guys can see not only what it is, because sometimes you open these things and you're like, what is this? What is this? What is going on? Why is this here? But also, kind of we can laugh about the witty quote and why it was selected, as well as what's inside of it. And so in those videos, I do kind of the like kid, you shake it, you kind of move it around to kind of guess what's inside of it. But I want to have an opportunity to be able to tell you why we selected it for our puzzle, why we selected it for the Notions box. And so, so those are going live. I think we've done 2. Be sure when you watch those videos that you actually want to watch those videos. If you're one of those people that you want to hold the surprise and you want to be able to experience that and then check out the video, you can definitely do that. But just make sure that when you watch those videos that you don't come back and be like, we spoiled your surprise. We try to give you tons of disclaimers. We want to make sure that you guys get to have your experience that you want. So definitely don't watch them if you want to be surprised. Paul has told me we just heard an airplane. Color me surprised. I thought it was going to be 0 today, gang. Okay, so we are going to be doing some work with our holiday stitch-its next week. So our team has been playing on design walls with different ways to go through all of our stitch-it boxes. And so Paula is handing me an example of what that looks like. So this would, for example, be day 5. If you count up, if you count down, and then inside of it is a whole hunk of scrappy fabric. And so our team is going to be talking more about what we are doing with these next week. We wanted to kind of space it all out. And so let's see here. Then we're also talking about, we had our mini reveal last week. So we've done this the past 2 years where we have a Roses Holiday Your Way mini mystery. And so I know for our normal puzzle mystery quilt, 10 months is a long time for some people. So we wanted to give you an abbreviated shortened version. And so we die cut all the fabric, we sent it out to you. And then every other day, we would drop a clue and it would get emailed to you. And then at the end of, I think it was 12 days, it was the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we had a big reveal and we showed what the finished project was. We've done table runners in the past. This year we added placemats to it. And so I did that reveal last week. It was pre-recorded, guys. So very sorry about that, but it was the holiday weekend, right? Cotton Cuts get to take a weekend off as well. And so what I want to do is show you guys live what some of the reveal colorways were. And so the first one we have, this one was done by Holly on my team. And so this is the placemat. So this is the placemat size. This is Winter Workshop. This is so much fun, guys. This is much better in person than it was on the computer. It is super cute. It's super adorable. Holly, it was sewn by you, right? Yes? It was Lark. It was sewn by Lark. Excuse me. Holly's sister Lark sewed these together for us. And so you can see it's the Winter Workshop. And so she has all of her placemats here as well. And then Cheryl from my team did Frosty Eve. And so this is what the Frosty Eve placemat looked like. And I want to zoom in on this because Cheryl did a fantastic job quilting it with some blue thread that absolutely just blends and pops in all of those junctions. Again, Cheryl is a beginning quilter. She has picked up quilting in probably the past 18 months or so, and she is off and running and flying like a tear. And then Cheryl did our table runner for us as well. And so you can see it has the same basic design as the placemats, but it is in a table runner format. And so I inverted the colors on the center star, but I liked the concept of this, of the star within a star. And so that's really what I used when we designed the table runners. I had my Fireside Cocoa, which I had the best of intentions to be able to show you guys today. But of course, life gets in the way. There's another plane. Life gets in the way, and you know, it's been a busy week as we prepare for signups for Flyaway. So I am making a commitment that I will have my Fireside Cocoa placemat and table runner for you guys for our show next week. Now, if you missed out on it, we definitely have inventory on the website now. How that will work is you will actually get all the clues emailed to you when you order, and then we will ship you the placemats, we will ship you the table runner. So you still get to participate even if you miss participating with us real time and over the course of every other week. Okay, I think that's everything in the Rosa Holiday Your Way category. Yes, next week I will show you my Fireside Cocoa. All right, so then switching gears, going to our Wild West. So our Wild West Puzzle Mystery Quilt started in July. We are at halfway, gang. Those Clue 5s shipped last Friday to you guys. And so it's been about a week. We're getting lots of folks emailing us. I think November, because it was an odd month. November was an odd month this year, guys, with Thanksgiving so late and it being so long. I think people want their Clue 5s earlier because it feels like it's been a long month. November feels like a year. So we're asking everyone to wait 2 weeks. So wait until next Friday to see if you've received it or not. It's one of those with all the holiday mail. We all just have to kind of give a little bit more patience. I know we mail those holiday cards out, and sometimes it takes 2 or 3 weeks for the people to get it. The Postal Service is just as inundated at this time as we are. So if you're waiting for your Clue 5 still, just give it a little bit of time, maybe sew another project, but wait until next week to reach out to us. But they were all mailed and they are moving on their way to you guys. All right. So moving into staying with PMQ, talking about Flyway. So Flyway, I did a whole special live show on Tuesday talking about all the fun things with Flyway that are going on. I did that on Tuesday. And so this morning we had the signups for everyone that finished Tree of Life Mystery. And so with all best intentions, right? Signups opened at 7 a.m. We did all of our testing last night. I opened up the website this morning, went to take a shower, and of course there was a feature that broke this morning, right? And so I appreciate everyone for your patience as it took about 30 minutes for us to get back on track, guys. But I appreciate everyone's patience. Everything should be good. If you were a Tree of Life detective, you should have gotten access to a website this morning to sign up early. Guys, nothing ever sells out the day before in this Tree of Life pre-sale. So don't worry about if you were, at an airport and you missed it in the 30 minutes, anytime today, and you should be fine. Also, the backings and the borders and the oops kits, those will never sell out. So you can order those tomorrow. You can order those next week. Don't worry about trying to get all of those things in place today. That's part of the perks of finishing Tree of Life, because you don't have to get up at 7 a.m. You can sign up at any time today. Now, I know a lot of those emails were filtered into promotions and spam. If you received your Clue 10 email for Tree of Life, all of the information is in that email as well. So if you still have that Clue 10 email with the instructions, which I know everyone got because everyone said they got, all that information is in there as well. So just go back, find that email, and you'll be able to do everything you need to do today to get signed up for Flyaway. We do anticipate that some colorways will sell out pretty quickly tomorrow. So if you did not join us for Tree of Life, I am going to encourage you to set your alarm as close as possible to 7 a.m. tomorrow. There is going to be at least 3 colorways that we are forecasting will sell out within the first 30 minutes. And as I mentioned in the video, once some of these colorways sell out, they will be gone for good. We can't get any more from the supplier. There are definitely some that we can, but there are many that we cannot. So I'm going to encourage you that if you are signing up tomorrow, make sure to set that alarm for 7 a.m. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning. Jana's asking about border kits will ship at the end. Yes, we're going to do border kits at the end. That is easiest, as I mentioned in the earlier video. Backing and border, we would rather give you as close as possible to Clue 10 when you need it, versus shipping it to you now where it might get lost, it might get misplaced, because it's really hard for us to replace those. Since those strips are cut run of fabric, it requires a lot of yardage to replace them. And so we would rather ship them to you at the end when you need them, so that way you can actually use them, versus getting a lot of folks, and even a small number, saying, hey, I misplaced it, hey, I lost it, because that's actually really hard for us to replace those at the end. Let's see here. Star is saying she got her Tim Holtz yesterday. Put a pin in that. We're going to come back to Tim Holtz. Actually, that's a good segue. Tim Holtz is next on my list. All right. So if you guys are Flyaway, definitely get on the website tomorrow morning. For all of you guys that have signed up today, congratulations. This is going to be a fun project, and I am very excited to see this. This design, like I said, is very different than what we've done previously. It's not a medallion. It is a very balanced design. The colorways we've chosen are a little same, but a little different. And so the finished quilts, when I was looking at all of them together, different elements pop at different points in time. And so you could pick the same colorway as your best friend, and in your quilt, a certain element will pop, and in theirs, a different one will pop. So lots of fun coming with this Flyaway mystery. Okay, so Tim Holtz. So Tim Holtz, all of those pink memberships have mailed out. We are still waiting for our red fabric. I actually talked to Free Spirit yesterday. Our red fabric should be here, and we're going to be able to turn those pretty quickly to get the next colorway out to you. So we've had a lot of questions about the Tim Holtz program, because the Tim Holtz, it's a block of a month and you have a pattern, but you don't know where the fabrics are going to go, because that's up to you guys to determine where you want your fabrics to go. So it is a choose your own adventure, but it's also, there's a pattern to it. But I've also seen people who aren't using our pattern and who are treating it like a stitch it and putting their fabrics wherever they want. And all of that is absolutely fantastic. So much fun. And everyone is doing this correctly. There is no wrong way to do the Tim Holtz program other than to not do the Tim Holtz program. Okay. So in those packages, I want to show you guys one of the new pieces that we incorporated for the Tim Holtz, and that is that we gave you guys templates. And so in these templates, there's 2 things that are important with the templates. The first is that the colors on the template tell you the order to sew together your fabrics, right? So we're not going to tell you to put, this fabric here and this fabric here and this fabric here. But what we wanted to do was give you generalized guidelines for how to sew the fabrics together, so that way all your seams nested and everything looked great and fantastic when you were done with it. So the first purpose of the template is to show you the order in which to sew the fabrics together. So when you read the instructions, it says magenta section, orange section, blue section. It's referring to here to tell you how to sew those blocks together. The second was for those folks that don't necessarily have a design wall. And so we've given you 3 templates. I have 2 here. So you can actually lay your fabrics out, see what all 3 blocks look like, and then sew them together for you. And so that's part of the reason why we gave you these templates. Keep them, because you're going to need them for every month for Tim Holtz. And so in that situation, the idea was to lay the fabrics on here. If you have a design wall, and it doesn't have to be a wall, guys, I'm going to show you a portable design mat that we use here in the shop that is literally just batting that is over an old whiteboard, and it is small and it is portable, but it is going to show you everything that you need to get it laid out. So for the block of the month participants, we give you enough fabric to make 3 blocks of this size. And so what I have done is I've laid out some of the triangles that were delivered in the block of the month in a fashion where I paired up these fabrics. So it looks like a nice, like super well balanced star. And so the idea is take out all your triangles, take out all your strips, lay them out and see which layout you want to create. I paired, I know a lot of people are going scrappy and we're going to shuffle all these fabrics up and kind of see where it goes. I think it would be fun to maybe pick this, like the same fabric here and the same fabric for all the points. The idea is you do you and you come up with whatever layout for Tim Holtz you want to do. Also supplied sashing strips for this project too. And so you can see I've laid them out here. Obviously, they don't look long enough because once you sew everything together, it shrinks. And so I think that's probably something that if you've never used a design wall, once you sew all this together, all this stitching shrinks up and this strip is going to be long enough to cover this side. So don't start freaking out that your sashing strips aren't long enough when you lay it out this way. It will work. Trust me, I promise. All right, so we've included the sashing strips in this demonstration here for you guys. We are also encouraging you guys to hold on the sashing strips because once you take 3 blocks like this, you might want those blocks to just nudge right up against each other and not use sashing at all. Or you might want to use it as a picture frame for all of your blocks. Now, hold off on the sashing. Get a couple of blocks. Is there a duck occasionally quacking? So we are, yeah, let's Greta, we're going to come back to that, I think. All right, so in this case, we're actually telling, if you want the sashing, sew it on now. If you're not sure and you want to be able to play with it once you get a couple more blocks, hold off on sewing it to your final block. And then another question we got was the background. So the background fabric will change every month. There are some fabrics that look better with certain background prints, like the red, for example, against this cream. It did not look great. So we are going to rotate up the backing fabric each month. So the fabric is going to look truly scrappy. You're going to have a huge variety of fabrics and prints in your collection. Now, this is what the block of the month looks like. This is 1 block. All the Tim Holtz folks get to make 3 blocks every month, which is super fun and fantastic. I actually sewed together the pillow kit. And so this is what the pillow kit looks like. It's very, very large, but it is the same. I took the same approach for guys. I am not a chaos. I am not a scrappy. I would love it if someone else laid it out and then I sewed it together, but I need some more organization. I'm an engineer. And so I paired up my points, just like the sample that I showed you guys. And then laid it out. And so I didn't add the sashing to this. I think what I'm going to do is use the pillow blocks and actually make a quilt from it. And so each block it's relatively large. And so it'll be a large block quilt, which I know modern quilters they like larger blocks like this. And so perhaps this might be a way for you to get to a large block quilt if you want to participate in the Tim Holtz. Same story with this. The instructions are the exact same, guys. And so you can still use these templates with the colors to know what to sew in what order. And again, the sashing is optional. So the idea is that it's not meant to be this is the way it has to be done. And you have one way to do it. The idea is you're going to create a quilt that is custom just for you. Now, we did have some questions in our Facebook group about perhaps having a group that is specific to Tim Holtz. And so that is going to be created by the end of the day today. Give us some time, guys. We're going through flyaway signups. We're trying to make sure that everyone gets the colorway they want for the Puzzle Mystery Quilt. So we are going to try and have that private Facebook group open by the end of the day today. That way you can get in there, you can ask questions, you can see what people are doing. I love the design that is not the sawtooth star. I saw someone who was rotating parts and pieces and really using it as a stitch it. That is a fantastic use of this fabric. If that's what sings to you, then by all means do that. And so we want to make sure that we have a Facebook group there. There's a lot of people that can ask questions because since it's structured but also ambiguous, there could be an opportunity to put a lot of questions into that group to help make sure that everyone is looking at the fabrics. And perhaps someone wants to take the backing from pink and use it on red and the backing on red and use it on pink. All of that, there are no rules here. There's no quilt police. I am not going to tell you that whatever you make is wrong because everything you make is going to be fantastic no matter what when you're playing with these fabrics. Okay, I think that is everything on Tim Holtz. Like I said, red is going to be coming soon. It should not take us very long to get that die cut and out the door. And then we'll be back on track for Tim Holtz. We've been told from Free Spirit everything is going to be on time from here on out, so we should be good for Tim Holtz through the end. Floral States. So as we know, our Floral States fabric was delayed, and it kept getting delayed, and it kept getting delayed. And I talked to Andover at Market, and they promised me it was coming, and then it kept getting delayed. So the good news is that Floral States is on the tables right now. And so they are packaging it up, they are getting it out to you. And the way that it's going to work is we are going to send you the 2 months that were missed at the same time. So you're going to get one package that's going to have 10 blocks in it. And then 2 to 3 days later, you're going to get the next 5. And then the good news is, the thing that makes me happy, all the fabric we need for the end is here. So there's no more delays. It is literally in the shop. Everything for Floral States will be back on track. We'll be back to smooth sailing. Like I said, about 10 days, and everyone is going to have everything that they need to participate in these projects. So Floral States is looking fantastic. I'm going to start sewing these blocks together. I like the Floral States because it's like you can sew it together in like 10 or 15 minutes, and then you're off and running. So that's the Floral States update. On top of all of this stuff, guys, we still have our Javas and our Chromas coming. And so our Java bundle for December, which will ship on the 10th of the month, is this lovely. It is, I know that when we think about December, we think about a lot of traditional red and greens. I like what Hoffman does with these bundles because this one is definitely more aged. And so this one feels like Christmas went outside the house, right? This is a very natural red and green Christmas batik bundle. And so this is what's going to be shipping to our members in December for Java. So I think you have a couple days left to sign up to get this lovely bundle. And also our Chroma memberships this month are red. Seasonally, it's red. It's really easy to just make December red. So if you want the Java bundles of the Chroma, you have a couple days left to get in on those. Those are going to ship on time. There's absolutely no reason for any of those to be delayed. Those are definitely those have been things that we've been able to keep on track because, again, I said things we can control and things we can't control. The Javas and Chromas we've been able to control. Those are definitely on time. Our Cuddle books. Okay, so this is something, I know I have some Cuddle book samples in here. So Cuddle books started last month. As always, Dawn is a fantastic sewer for us, and she has grandchildren. She has grandbabies. And so we asked her to sew these books for us. And so the book choices for this month are I love Hugs and Kisses. And so she, of course, sewed the ribbons into the end, and you can use them for page turners. But, you know, for small hands, these books are absolutely adorable. Then we have a very traditional Humpty Dumpty, who, you know, famously sat on a wall and fell down. And so, yeah, there he is, poor little Humpty Dumpty falling down. He had a great fall. And so, you know, very traditional, cute book. And my favorite part is also these little pieces here with the crinkle in them that make fun sounds. Kids always love little fun sounds. And I'm sorry, going back to the Hugs and Kisses, Dawn put the crinkle in the little pig's legs that hang down from the bottom of the book. And then because it's December, 'twas the night before Christmas. And so, you know, I naively, when my boys were younger, thought the Night Before Christmas was a real quick book. It actually, if you get like a real one, it's very hard to read to young children because it's very, very long. But this version is a simplified version. This is great for young children, you know, read throughout the month of December. And so everyone that signed up for Cuddle Books before December 1st has a choice of one of these 3 books. Those are going to get packaged up and those are going to ship out early next week. I don't hear any ducks, Janet says. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the ducks. There's definitely no ducks here. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to figure it out. There was also a sound that we could hear in a video last night at our house that we can't hear today in the shop. So maybe it's just these Cotton Cuts ghosts that are moving stuff around and causing our fabric to not arrive. I look forward to these ghosts taking a vacation. Like this, just go find someplace else. All right. Let's see here. So that is it. That is everything on my list for big updates. So I think that's everything that has been ordered and will be shipped in the next 10 days coming to you guys. And I look forward to wrapping up the end of the year and getting back to a smooth production flow, especially as we start flyaway. The fabrics are here. They are consuming a large portion of the shop. We got to start cutting them so that way we can start moving around the shop a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I almost forgot. So I know we started the live and not everyone is able to see it, but this time for the mystery, Ian, Off Kilter Crafter Ian, is letting us, the Cotton Cuts community, pick his colorway for his puzzle mystery quilt. And so this is something new. He's been doing the puzzle mystery quilts for a long time, but he is letting us pick out the colorways. So if you go to the website, cottoncuts.com/ I think it's off-kilter. Yeah, Paula has it up on the YouTube now. you can vote for which colorway you want Ian to sew. And we're going to pick one person that votes to get a free small puzzle mystery quilt to sew along with Ian. So I'm sure you'll be on his lives if you want to be. No pressure. You definitely don't have to be on his lives, but you can sew in tandem with Ian. Ian's tons of fun. It's going to be a good time. It is a good opportunity for someone to win that awesome opportunity to get to hang out with Ian. I did tell everyone in the video that I do think that if I was voting for Ian, this is the one I would pick. He has not told me this is the one he wants. I would pick this one. I would pick Freeberg. But we'll see. I don't even know where the voting is. I haven't asked because I don't want to accidentally say something in these videos to cause things to twist a certain way. But that is going to be announced. I think the deadline is 2 o'clock today. So get on over to that website and vote for him and be entered to win a free small mystery. Okay. So, what's that? Oh, okay, so here's the catch. So as Paula is telling me, so if you go to the website and you pick his colorway and you get picked to win, you actually won't know the colorway that is selected until you receive yours in the mail. That's another little kind of twisty fun. So you're gonna have some faith and some trust. I think our elves here at Cotton Cuts will check to make sure that you haven't already purchased the colorway. If you win the colorway, we'll do that kind of back end stuff just because it would not be super great to get two of the same. We'll do some back end finagling to make sure it's different than the one you already ordered so you don't double up. That we will take care of, but you have to have some faith that you're going to get a colorway. All right. Now moving into kind of the fun kind of catch up business stuff. So when we finished Tree of Life, as we were sewing Tree of Life, we had a whole group of YouTubers, of social media people sewing along Tree of Life with us. And each one of them posted their individual clue on their channel and they signed the block and we raised money in a raffle fashion to be donated to So Powerful. So Powerful is the Cotton Cuts Cares organization for this quarter. And we said, go buy raffle tickets, be entered to win this lovely quilt that is signed by 9 influencers. And you'll be entered to win this actual quilt. And so we raised a total of $405 from your guys' raffle donations. Cotton Cuts always matches that. So Powerful is going to get a total of $810 donated to them. I feel like we should be doing some math as to like how many pouches. I believe that's going to work out to a large chunk of money that's going to be used to be able to enable women in third world countries to stay in school rather than have to drop out due to their menstrual cycles. So all good work, guys. Thank you guys so much for all of your contributions to that. Now, from a compliance perspective, since it's a raffle and it's not profit, we had to pick that winner offline. And so I'm proud to announce that Debbie Campbell is going to win. Okay, I should have drum rolled or golf clapped or something. So Debbie Campbell is the winner of our charity raffle quilt that's been signed by all of these lovely influencers. That quilt is going to be sent to Goody Goods, to Beth Goody, big fan of the show. And she's going to be quilting it for free for us. She is doing this out of the kindness of her heart. She's going to quilt it and she is going to send it to Debbie. So Debbie's going to get a fully finished Tree of Life quilt in the woodland colorway, just because she participated in the raffle. So thank you so much, Debbie. I met Debbie, gosh, like 6 years ago at a quilt show when Cotton Cuts was like this big. And so I was happy to see Debbie's name was pulled. And so Debbie, this quilt is going to get quilted. I'm sure Beth is going to do social media around it. We will help support Beth as well. If you guys are looking for long armor, go support Beth. She does awesome work. She's been a good supporter of us and she does quality work as well. So with that, our next order of business is every time we do a puzzle mystery quilt, we have for the past couple, we've done something called a flat Nancy. And so what that does is with your first clue, everyone is given a flat Nancy card and you are encouraged to sew that month's clue, take a picture of it with your flat Nancy. I have the Wild West version here. Take a picture with it. You go to a website, you log your entry. We have recommended dates up there. I want you guys to know, like, we're super loose about this. Like, there is no hard judging about this because, again, we want as many people to participate as possible. If you submit it at like a day late, it'll still count. If you submit it a couple weeks late because the mail messes up your package and gets it lost, that is not your fault. That is not our fault. Keep submitting, keep playing, because we still love to give away these gift cards and we love to announce a grand winner, which I'm about to do now. And so we finished up Tree of Life. And what we do is we give folks a month to actually post the picture of their finished quilt using their Flat Nancy as well. And so I'm going to announce the winner, but I'm going to actually push it back to you guys. So we love Flat Nancy, we love the gift cards, and we love the grand winner who wins the next mystery quilt for free. What do you guys think we should do for Flat Nancy from like an image perspective for Flyway? We're going to solicit those ideas. Put them in the comments of what you guys think we should do for Flat Nancy for Flyway. Well, I get my computer unlocked so we can actually draw the winner for those that finished all 10 clues of Tree of Life, put it all together, and are going to be entered to win a free small puzzle mystery quilt for Flyway. I will let you guys know that there were 21 people that were eligible. 21 people submitted all 10 months, including their finish, using their Flat Nancy online. Some of these people, got bonus points because they were doing 2 mysteries and submitted 2 Flat Nancy's every month. Love all of that. So I have, as we always do, I have our wheel of names. And so I have all 21 names are spinning away in here. And so what I'm going to do, I'm hoping, we're going to see about the glare, that I just tap in the middle and a winner is going to pop up. And so it's spinning, it's clicking. If Dominic was here, boy who sews, we'd be drum rolling. All right. And so the winner of a small puzzle mystery quilt is going to be Kathy Willis. Congratulations, Kathy. I know she's probably already signed up because Kathy is a super devoted puzzle mystery quilt. But Kathy, congratulations. You have won a small Flyway puzzle mystery quilt of your choice because you did Flat Nancy every month for 10 months. Now, we still have to give the monthly $25 gift certificates. You guys will see those by the end of the day today. There's going to be a lot of people that have been doing Flat Nancy. They're going to get lots of gift certificates to the shop because that's how it works. We like giving more stuff to you than you give to us. All right. So I think that takes care of all of our Flat Nancy work. The last thing I have kind of on my big list is we are going to be doing another YouTube sale tomorrow. So we did this a couple weeks ago. It was a ton of fun, guys. I had a lot of fun. There's usually a costume of some measure involved, and there's usually some measure of adult beverage. What we are going to be doing with our live YouTube sale tomorrow is we are going to be putting bundles of a single collection of 8 half yards together. There's going to be 5 of each one, and we're going to be selling them off. I think there's 5 of each one of these 8 half-yard bundles. They're all in a single new modern collection, something that's been released recently. I said modern. I don't mean they're all modern fabric. I mean they're all recently released. We did this and we learned a lot the first time through. And so we've made a lot of improvements. We've made a lot of updates. And so this should be super seamless. The one thing that has to happen is before the show, you have to go to the link and register. And so Paula has put it up on the web, on the Facebook. cottoncuts.com/registration. Jana, there are going to be boutiques. So there is going to be, my list is somewhere. I think we have a collection of red, pink boutiques, and then we have a collection of blue and green boutiques. And so they're all going to be half yards, and they're all going to be 8 half yard bundles of those. So you are going to want to get in on those. Let's see here. What's it? Thank you. It is going to be at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Join us live if you can. Like we did last time, some of those bundles sold out really fast. So I don't think you're going to be able to rewatch and get in on them. So be sure you're with us. We are going to be doing this every week from now till the end of the year. And we're going to do different days and different times. So if Friday at 1 o'clock doesn't work because you're working or because you are out of town or visiting family or going holiday shopping, stay tuned because I think next week it's Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, and they're going to be different days and times. So you're going to want to watch for these pop-up sales. All right. I think mercifully, Paula, that's everything. All right. If you sign up for a holiday card exchange, so those emails are going to go out a little later this morning. And so be sure to take a look. We'll put in all sorts of information about your partner and how to mail and make sure that, you send something out and something comes back to you. That was just a fun little side project that we put together because we like connecting quilters who might not have a chance to engage with each other than social media. And I love receiving cards in the mail this time of year. We have a whole wall where we put all the cards from all the people we get. It's just a fun reason for the season is to connect with people. Okay, don't forget, Flyway signups open tomorrow at 7 a.m. Please, please, please be there at 7 o'clock. I don't want to have to be the one that sends you the email that says it was sold out because you got there at 8 and there was a time zone change. It is Central Standard Time Zone. We are not daylight savings times anymore. So I know that for some people outside the United States, make sure you're doing Central Standard Time. And then Okay. Polish. She's like, we did this on Tuesday, but she wants to make sure that I tell you guys all the things. So, if you prepay, that is the way to get free shipping. There will be a nominal shipping charge if you choose to do the membership month to month. Guys, the cost of shipping has gone up. We've been doing this for 8 years. It's been free shipping the whole time. We can't do that anymore. So it's going to be a nominal shipping charge if you do month to month. Shipping will be free if you do prepay. And prepays will end when Clue 1 ships. So that talked about this for multiple reasons already. If you want to prepay and get all your fabric at once, you have to do it before Clue 1 ships. Otherwise, it'll be month to month until the end of the program. Let's see here. So we're getting asked if there will be a sew-in. I believe there will be a sew-in this month. We need to see what the third Thursday is and how close it is to Christmas. I don't think it's too close to Christmas. I would say unless it's like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or the day after Christmas, we're definitely going to have the Sew Society sew-in. Okay. I think that's it. So I think it's now time to give away a $25 gift card to the shop. And so this question should be relatively easy for those that have been following along with us. So wherever you see this video, be it Facebook Live, be it Instagram Live, or be it YouTube when we rebroadcast this, all you have to do is put in a comment that says, what is your favorite colorway for Flyway and why? We'll pick one lucky winner to get a $25 gift card into the shop. And so that'll happen within 24 hours, and perhaps you can use it towards some backing or some border kits or any of the like. Marie Singer is telling us that the sew-in is on the 19th. So we will definitely have it if it's on the 19th. That is definitely something we will do. It's always good fun. Since it's the holidays, I'm sure, and I will probably be hosting it. No one's going to be there to tell me no. We're going to give a bunch of stuff away. So you're going to want to join us. Okay. I think mercifully, that is it. That is the update on all the things. As always, if you guys ever have any questions, if there's ever anything you are unsure about, feel free to call us, feel free to email us. Understanding that, we still have, Carrie is still a little bit, she's in and out and she's in and out. So just give us just a little bit of time to get back to you. I guarantee you everything is going to get responded to as quickly as we can. We're all acting with our best intent to make sure everyone has everything they need. Okay. I think mercifully, that is it for me. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys get lots of family time together this weekend, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye now. And cut. Thank you so much for watching our video. We have so much fun making these, and we hope that you were both delighted and inspired by what you just watched. This video was sponsored by Cotton Cuts. Cotton Cuts is your one stop for all the best fabric and thread memberships. Love fabric? We've got you covered. Love thread? We've got you covered. We get that no two quilters are cut from the same cloth, which is why our memberships are as unique as you. We also have the largest block of the month in the world. Over 4,000 detectives solve our puzzle mystery quilts every year, and you can join them. Simply go to cottoncuts.com to learn more about all the awesome and fun things that we're doing. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to make sure you get all of our new fresh content every time it comes out. Thank you so much. Happy sewing enthusiasts, and we will see you soon. Bye now.